Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you guys some new things that I got from Arjuni, and I promised the ladies in the Arjuni lounge that I would show them my supplements when I got them, because a lot of people have been having questions about the new Wefts and are they going to be long enough, do they gonna have enough hair for an install, what do the new Wefts look like, and all that good stuff. So I just got my supplement today. I actually ordered 2 supplements. I ordered some Curly B and some Curly C supplements. So I'm going to show you guys from start to finish, like how this works and how you get your stuff and what to do with the hair after you get it and all that good stuff. So this is my package. I just got it today. I opened the DHL package and it comes like this. This is the invoice. I know a lot of you have probably seen this a million times. Invoice and care instructions. And you guys can see I pay for my hair. A lot of people always like, did she pay for her hair? Yes, I paid for it. So I will start with the Curly B. Comes like this. Now I'm going to point some things out to you. This 1A and 2A right here, that is not the pattern, that is how they label each weft. Just like in an outline, you would have like point 1 and then underneath point 1 you have A, B, and C, and then you would have point 2 and then under that A, B, C. That's how it works. So that's what these stand for at the top, the 1A and 2A. Then you have the pattern. CB is Curly B. WB would be Wavy B. CA would be Curly A. So on and so forth. And what else do we have here? The length, that's in inches, 18 to 20 and 16 to 18. That tells you what 2 lengths are included in the package. LL, that's the luster. LL is low luster. ML is medium luster. HL is high luster. Color, NBR, that's natural brown. I think natural black would be NBL, probably. And then the ounces is this right here, 1.8 and 2.3. So hopefully that explains that a little bit better, because a lot of people have been asking about the whole 1A, 2A, like that's not the pattern I ordered and all that stuff. So I have the Wefts that are in here. They're Bantu knotted. There's 2 in here. And I do not pull my wefts apart all rough. I just kind of like let them fall, because you don't want to like jack up the hair when you first get it. And so that's how I do it. And then I'm just going to shake them open and kind of finger comb it. And see, I messed up. I don't even remember which one is which. Alright, so I'll start with 16 to 18. See, I'm kind of shaking it and finger combing it. I don't want to be too rough with it, because the hair, you know, it's been wrapped up in a Bantu knot and all that good stuff. And I don't yank it all open at once. I'm doing this section by section. You know, I unfold it once, unfolding it again, and then I'm going to unfold it one last time and kind of run my fingers through while I'm unfolding it. And all this does is prevent any unnecessary breakage, which a lot of people will consider shedding. So that's just one less thing you have to worry about. And so here it is, Curly B. Now you see how long this weft is, and the 16 to 18 inch piece is 2.3 ounces. So that's 2.3 ounces. And here's the weft up close. You can see it's not as dense as the older ones. So a lot less hair per square centimeter per inch or whatever. And the wefts, you see, they still look the same though, like the construction of them, but they're definitely not as thick. They're much thinner. So you can see like how thin they are. Much thinner. Wow. And they still do have the little tags on the ends, and this is what I use to secure the ends. Some people say you can't sew through the wefts. On Arjuni Wefts, you're not supposed to sew through the wefts. I mean, who am I to tell you what to do with your hair? But you shouldn't sew through your wefts. You should not try to sew through your wefts, because it can break down the wefting. You kind of destabilize it, and that can cause excessive shedding. So what I do to tag down the ends, instead of sewing through the weft, I sew around this, and to keep the length from, you know, dangling off the edges, I just flip it over like that, and then I'll sew this down really tight, and then just continue sewing with this piece across the top. You guys can see what I'm talking about? Yeah, and so there's one of those on each end. But this is it, and don't think for 1 minute that what you see when you first open the package is what you get. It's not. This is not what your hair is gonna look like after you wash it, after you wet it. That's why it's very, very important to wet the hair. You can just wet it with water. I recommend using conditioner as well. The hair is clean when you get it, so I don't really shampoo it. I just use conditioner and then let it air dry. And I'm gonna show you guys how I do it, but not on this piece. I'm gonna show you how I do it on a curly C piece so you can see what I'm really talking about. And I'm gonna show you the other weft because I want to show you guys whether or not it's consistent. And I don't know because I'm just opening it. This is the 18 to 20, and this one is 1.8 ounces. And I'm doing it the same way. Now you can see this weft, much shorter. I have a feeling I got one of the older wefts, so it's actually gonna be good for comparison. And you can see, I mean, way shorter. So just a word of advice, if you don't want to get one of these short wefts, because it seems like there's still some in the portfolio, when you place your order, ask for the newer, thinner, less dense wefts, please, so that you don't get one of these wefts. It's okay, I'm okay with this weft because of the reason why I bought the hair. So I'm totally fine with it, but I know a lot of people have trouble with them, so just ask for the newer, thinner, less dense wefts. So I'm going to show you the difference. This is great because I can show you the difference between the two. More hair. And a much thicker weft. And I mean, it's literally ½ an ounce difference between these two wefts. And you can see there's a shorter weft on top, dropped it, and I have that much more. And you can see the difference. Can you see the difference between the density on the two wefts? There you go. So let me go ahead and get to the curly C. Same thing, and you can see the curly C's are labeled 3A and 4A. That's because it was all on the same invoice, so it continues in a different letter, I mean number. It starts with a different number. And I have two wefts in here, which are 12 to 14 inch and 14 to 16, 2.6 and 2.0 ounces. I think that's what it said. So I do the same thing, just kind of shake them open. Ooh, this one's bushy. This one's nice. So let's start off with, let's see, and this already looks like I have like one of the shorter wefts and one of the longer wefts. This smell is heavenly. I love it. Okay, so this looks like a shorter weft. It's not too bad, but a little shorter. And it's definitely a little thicker. So this is probably one of the older wefts. And this one's like super long. Which is also due to the fact that it's shorter lengths, because I believe this is my 12 to 14 inch piece. Yeah, this is my 12 to 14 inch piece, and it's 2.6 ounces. And this is so beautiful. Look at this low luster. You can see how much longer this weft is. And it's definitely one of the thinner wefts. So now I'm gonna wet the hair and show you guys how and what I do when I first get my Arjuni hair.